Meghan Markle's latest business venture, As Ever, is off to a rocky start, proving once again that branding might not be her strong suit. After months of hyping up American Riviera Orchard, ARO, she has suddenly abandoned the name and switched to something else. Why? Good question. If you're confused, don't worry, you're not alone. This last-minute change has left people wondering what went wrong. Whatever the reason, it doesn't exactly scream well-planned business strategy. You'd think a team as big as Meghan's would do thorough research before picking a brand name, right? Apparently not. As Ever is already being used by multiple businesses, including a clothing company and, believe it or not, a small Spanish village that is now considering legal action. Yes, an entire town might take Meghan to court over a name she supposedly locked down in 2022, but only decided to use now. That raises an obvious question. If she had this name ready 2 years ago, why didn't she use it then? Did she forget? Or did she not actually secure the rights properly? Either way, it's yet another mess she didn't see coming. This whole situation is even funnier when you consider Meghan's history with branding. She and Harry love to present themselves as unique and innovative, yet she keeps picking names that sound like they belong to random lifestyle brands you'd find at a farmer's market. First, there was American Riviera Orchard, which sounded like a high-end jam company, and now As Ever, which could just as easily be a coffee shop or a home decor brand. Nothing about these names stands out, and clearly she's not checking if someone else is already using them. Just when you think this can't get more awkward, Netflix swoops in to help clean up the mess. Meghan's upcoming Netflix show, With Love, Meghan, is set to feature products from As Ever, making it pretty obvious that the streaming giant is trying to make her business a success. Given that Meghan and Harry's past Netflix projects haven't exactly been massive hits, this feels like a last-ditch effort to make anything, work. Let's be real. This isn't a clever business move. This is a struggling brand being propped up by a company that needs to justify its expensive deal with the Sussexes. Meghan's past Netflix projects have had mixed results. Their tell-all documentary got attention but faded quickly, and her Archetypes podcast was cancelled after 1 season. Even the animated series she was working on got scrapped. Now she's hoping that showing off her new business on a Netflix show will help boost sales. Will it work? Maybe, but it's starting to feel like Netflix is the only reason this brand even has a shot. At this point, Meghan's approach to business seems to be try something, get bored, and move on. Let's not forget the TIG, her blog that was supposed to be her version of Goop. That disappeared. Then there was the Archetypes podcast, which ended after 1 season, with reports claiming Meghan wasn't even conducting her own interviews. American Riviera Orchard barely launched before she ditched it, and now As Ever is already facing potential legal trouble. It's becoming a pattern. Meghan announces something with a lot of hype, but when it comes to actually running the business, things don't go as planned. The excitement dies down, the project stalls, and then she quietly moves on to something else. As expected, the internet is having a great time with this latest rebranding disaster. Social media is filled with sarcastic comments and memes poking fun at Meghan's business skills. Let's be honest, based on her track record, would you bet on it? Do let us know about your views in the comments section below.